I briefly dated an anesthesiologist, obviously a female anesthesiologist, and she told me that she has a lot of car accident people, and I don't know if you know this or not, but anesthesiologists are required to stay in the operating room from the beginning to the end of the surgery operation. And she told me that she sees a lot of, gory stuff all day long. But she said one thing happened that stood in her mind and she could never shake it off. She said one time they brought a guy in handcuffs because he had gone and pretended like he wanted to rob a bank. He had a gun, but with no bullets, and he pointed the gun at the cops. And of course, the cops, fearing for their own life, they shot him. But he didn't die. He was in the hospital. And he said, just when I entered the room and I was about to put him under so they could, open him up and take out the bullet, he took my collar and brought my head close to his mouth like he wanted to say something. And what he said was, "Can you please do something so I don't wake up?" Hey, she said she was affected by that permanently, and as she was telling me, I don't mind admitting that I am still affected by that, telling you this story. Sometimes desperation reaches a point where people see no way out, and this is actually a phenomenon that is a known thing. There is a name for it in the police industry that some of you who might know it, but I don't. But this is not an isolated case. This does happen. This is what you would say is a form of suicide. I also went one time with my friend to a shooting range, and they told me a lot of people use the shooting range for suicide. But anyways, she told me that story, and that really affected me. And I was thinking, what does it take? What has led to this point where this guy has resorted to this extreme measure? I'm really curious. But I really don't mean to darken your day or your mood or put you in a bad state of mind. But it's a story that I wanted to share because as we're going about our lives, we're all dealing with things, good and bad and medium. But it's good to know that what's happening around us, things that we would have never heard of. I would have never heard of if my anesthesiologist friend didn't tell me. I think I'll take that to my grave. I'll never forget that. How can you? Well, obviously she didn't grant his wish. But I have seen people that reach that low, and they come back up, God willing. A lot of them do. It's just sometimes you just need a holding hand. Sometimes you just when you reach bottom, you need someone to put his arm around you and lift you up. All the best.